day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to talk the important role of the private sector, how it is vital and crucial to contribute to sustainable development goals and the national vision of each country. And we have plenty of case studies that the private sector has successfully made a good and well-known an intervention and contribution to the national vision of the countries and also sustainable development goal without a holistic approach and a combination and coordination between the private sector and government and NGOs wouldn't achieve what we are behind today. We have seen now we are almost close to the 2030, and unfortunately, there is a lack and a gap to achieve the sustainable development goals. However, if we were together working, we can still have the time to maximize the impact and build on what we have and what we already have started. All we know that the sustainable development goal is focusing on 3 pillars, which is economic and environment and society. Those countries who has only focused on one of these pillars, unfortunately, any epidemic as we faced the past few years, or I would say an economic collapse, unfortunately, it reflects to their achieving either national goals and vision and the sustainable development. We were all asking why Saudi Arabia, one of those countries, has their economy booming, along with other, I would say, strategic planning and approaching and engaging other, and changing is happening all over the years and learning from the lesson learned, focusing on the 3 pillars of the development, taking into consideration the partnership and peace and prosperity and the planet as the main 5 pillars to achieve our goals as a nation that help to our economy to boom. And also, again, with the law and policy making and the integration between different entities, it's all achieved. Allow me today give you an examples of different private sector that has contributed successfully to the vision and sustainability. So we know about Procter & Gamble, who contribute to the environmental goals, along is enhancing the local community by enhancing the education and health of the local. Also, Apple has a transition of renewable energy, 100%, but at the same time contribute to the education of the local. Today and the past few days, we have really focused on the importance of the education, not limited to a degree, also from workshop, session, vocational training, professional training, those are elements to make the change. In Saudi Arabia, we have Aramco, we have SABIC, and what we also today, I'm going to present a context about Ritzy Global, but if you allow me, let me take you through how a successful approach can be. We all aware of the policy coherence of sustainable development goals that enable to have, I would say, coherence in movement. You need to take the consideration the government and the NGOs, vertical and horizontal, not limited to all either vertical or horizontal. But also it's important to include those local alignments, such as NGOs, private sector, local authority, SMEs, community, youth, and also vulnerable group in the decision making with different tools available today. Those elements will help us to achieve our goals. And as today I'm representing Ritzy Global, I'm proud to be a part of such an organization, had led multi-project developer, is not limited only to, I would say, real estate development, but also it's lead the world towards more sustainable future into growth economy, also uplifting the community and drive economies, and taking into consideration enhancing the environment. It's really working for people and the planet, because we believe if we give back to the planet, it will give back to the people and to our economy, also to our livelihood and well-being. With knowing, as I would say, knowing a strategy and a very structured, very well, cascading national goals, along with our targets, which is tourism objective, we were able to align with sustainable development goals and achieving that all the goals we have set the past few years within our strategy. So as you can see here, Ritzy Global have aimed to new standard and responsible towards sustainable development. And the more highlighted one, it's the one who contributed directly and I would say impactfully to the community, to the Saudi itself. For example, supporting 10,000 graduates, it's part of our strategic goal, and we believe it's a must to uplift the community and contribute to the economy. Also, aligning these goals with our vision and mission, it helps us to cascade it in these strategies into implementation. As you can see here, what I have been talking about this early morning, it's the alignment between the vision goals and also cascaded to sustainable development goals, along with the more objective and subjective, which is national tourism strategy, because we are working on regenerative tourism as it's global. So these elements, it's result to Red Sea sustainable framework, and each department has their own goal which contribute to the main strategy. I don't want to go into details unless if you have more question. As you can see, each element and each factor on each level objective, it's already cascaded to the Red Sea global objective to be able to achieve where 14 out of 27 level 2 of the national level. So you see how vital role playing the private sector toward achieving national goals and for sure contributing to the global agenda. Also, is not limited to that. Also, we were very direct working and aligning with the tourism and cultural objective for the kingdom, which is 6 elements: job creation, infrastructure development, cultural exchange, tourism development, and cultural heritage preservation, and entertainment and reaction. All these give a unique experience to our destination, which is we already has started operated. We have Najuma, Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis, and also Six Senses, which is already operated and start receiving guests and visitors from all over the world. And we had came with a strategic guidelines that lining with the national tourism strategy. And it show you here each element and factor with its unique experience, how the relevance, high relevance, we are contributing. So the dark color, it show high relevance contribution. The media, I would say faded color, it shows medium to low contribution. It doesn't mean it is left behind, but we are still progressing to achieve and working on phases to achieve this goal. And as you can see, we have cascaded the 17 goals and its indicator, and we have looked into what kind of alignment to our strategic goal, and also how relevant it is. It is high or medium or low based on the contribution. And this has given a very detailed oriented based on each RSG, that's a global topic that we are focusing on, such as environmental compliance, emission, energy, water, economic performance, indicator, impact, all these, how we are contributing to the sustainable development goals per each topic that we are working on. Is not limited. As I said, working on the 3 pillars of the development is a must. Taken into consideration, even with the organization or a private sector at a country level, is important to cascade their indicator. You can see here how we cascade the strategic pillars, which is the environment and social, and also governance and economics, into material topic, and then transform it to the subject topic, subtopic, again, cascaded to specific indicator per each elements. And here it shows the relevance and the reliance between the communication and how you contribute to the GDP, also the socio-economic empowerment, and each project or an intervention or initiative that we work environmentally and also from social perspective with the community, take into consideration those element, along with the climate resilience, cultural heritage preservation. And I could speak the whole day about what kind of project and how successfully we were able to transform those elements and pillar and objective into implementation model. If you allow me, let me share with you this video, which was the dream about one of our giga project, Saudi Arabia.
The fastest growing country in the planet, and that's what we're trying to do. Try to speed up every day.
We're building and delivering the most ambitious regenerative tourism projects on the planet.
It starts with one action to impact the rest.
We've already seen a large number of guests booking 3 hotels, underscoring the great anticipation to visit Red Sea.
We gotta look at everything. We gotta activate the customer journey. We gotta make sure the journey is human. It's not a machine thing. We gotta have a soul.
It's a milestone.
They say seeing is different, but why?
Because each of our projects are unique and challenging and iconic.
Now, if you close your eyes, what can you see beyond that?
Now, suffice to say, there will be countless opportunities for each of you to grow professionally and to develop new skills.
Creating jobs, it's something very important for us.
And certain programs that will secure the pipeline for the destination in the future.
Our aim is to educate and enhance.
And we don't want to stop there.
Have some of the best talents in the kingdom at the moment, if not regionally, if not globally, honestly.
Sustainability and environmental regeneration is a pillar for reaching global. It is at the core of everything that we do.
So we have the opportunity to start from where everyone else has finished and to do things differently. And
We are hands-on to get into the business.
This is what you consider the backbone.
The reason behind the happiness, I would only just scratch the surface.
I'll tell them the greatest success story in the 21st century is Saudi Arabia.
Look around.
The fastest growing. It's not. That's your call.
Always technicality cause conflict with this. This is not the normal life. So what about technology is just has its limitation. Yes.
Which one?
Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, we didn't limit ourselves to we didn't limit ourselves into the objective and the goals. How we cascade those elements. We started with, we have a baseline for each environmental project and each infrastructure project we would like that to achieve or develop at Red Sea Global. We work with, or we look also to the primary data we have. We also to the secondary data we have. We analyze all of them. It's not limited to what I have just stated, but also we believe in engaging the community in the decision making. So we use different tools to engage the community. So through field survey, through workshop session, through face-to-face meeting, workshop, also I would say running survey, having I would say an app that contributing to the community. Only the local people from the region that we are working, they have accessible to give a feedback to be part of the development happening in the region. Also, job creation is a matter. So this is app, which is called Jawar, is not limited only to take the feedback from the community, but also it's provide for them services such as job employment, presenting their SMEs within the app, their success story, so people themselves can be the champion to make the change. Also, we believe in human capital investment. It's a must. So that's why we have our own education and learning program, where they invest in the local community, also in the Saudi people, with a specific elite program and a specific type of program in hospitality. We have just numerous of people who graduated. Also, the social development team find there is a gap in the language barrier. We have English for tourism, more than 600 graduate students last year. This year, almost we have received 2,000 applicants and more yet coming. Those were able to be hired and also contribute back to the economy by giving back through either hired directly or non-directly by other company in the market, or having their own businesses through raising their awarenesses. We have also utilized our expertise and our, I would say, from the all Saudi Arabia, also from the globe, that what they are working with a voluntary program that they need to give back to the community, sharing their knowledge and expertise to uplift those community and be not left behind, and open their eyes to different types, not just limited to job employment, what they can do as an SMEs, how they can enhance the cultural tourism, how they can benefit from the development now happening in the region. And just to go through quickly, for those who yesterday asked me about the KPI, those our guiding principle, which is conducted based on the socioeconomic support and baseline, including the environmental baseline, the socioeconomic baseline, and we came up with the steps that help us to achieve our goals and successfully implement any initiative or project within the destination of the Red Sea.
You need to end the session, Ms.
And just to close up, I just will show you the different international standards that we have also taken into consideration. And I would say the pillar we are now developed as a Red Sea Global that we can share with you as a knowledge to capitalize and maximize the impact of any intervention.
Thank you, Mrs. Khloud.